Hello everybody, welcome to Lainey's Beats and Bliss. I'm Lainey, and today I went to the mailbox and look what time it is. Yes, it is Dollar Bead Box time, you guys. And it is time to have some fun trying to figure out what we got. We always have fun with that, don't we? Yes, we do. All right, so let's get this puppy open and we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Because Dollar Bead Box is a subscription and it does have a theme. Okay, so for March, let's see what our theme is for March before we start looking at everything in there. So it says, welcome spring with our March Bead Box, a rich romantic palette of purples and violets. All right, my purple lovers out there, I think this box was made for you. It is inspired by early blooms and twilight skies. From soft lilacs to deep amethyst tones, this month's mix is designed to spark creativity and add a touch of magic to every piece you make. Okay, so this month they have 10% off Chinese rondelles if you place an order before midnight, April the 30th, to save 10%. Okay, Chinese rondelles. I'm going to have to look at that and see what those are. Yes, all right, so we have our list here, and we've got we've got our dollar bead bag that we need to go through. That's the one that we have the most fun with. So I'm going to set this to the side for a moment, and we're going to go through our dollar bead bag. So this is the list of the things that are in there. We've got 3mm strands. There are 4 of those and 4 4mm strands. I'm turning it over. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so these look real similar. So let's see if we can figure this out. All right, so let's go ahead and get our 3 strands, 3mm strands and 4mm strands separated. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so here are our 4mm strands, and here are our 3. So let's see if we can figure out which is which. All right, so let's look at the 3 first. So in this box, it's either or, okay? So, So this first one here looks like, this is a matte bead. So it's matte rainbow bronze or crystal copper Maria. So this one is going to be the matte rainbow bronze. Nope, it is not. This is matte purple iris. No, it is not. You guys, come on. All right, it is either true purple or matte purple AB. I'm going to say this is the matte purple AB because it's got that shine on some of them when you flip them over. Matte purple AB. I believe that is this strand right here. Matte purple AB. Those are cute little matte beads, y'all. And the way that you turn it, it will pick up the light. Okay. Matte purple AB. We also have purple iris or matte purple iris. So I'm going to say this is the matte purple iris. Those are pretty too. Matte purple iris. All right. And then we've got gold metallic iris or crystal half copper. I'm going to say I got the crystal half copper because it looks like half of it is copper. Yep. All right. We're on a roll now. So Tanzanite vitriol or Northern Lights gold metallic. Tanzanite vitriol or Northern Lights. I'm going to say this has the vitriol. That shine on that is the vitriol. Yes. That is gorgeous little strand right there. That looks like disco ball situation. Yeah? I guess maybe some of you guys aren't old enough to know what a disco ball is. And if you don't, Google it. Okay. So in our 4mm strands, these all look very similar. So let me pick out this one, like copper amethyst or ruby gold, matte rainbow bronze. I don't have any matte. Crystal copper Maria, vintage, vitriol vintage metallic or crystal Maria. Crystal. Okay. All right, let's see. So, light copper amethyst or ruby gold. Lord, y'all, let me see. This one. So, vitriol. You guys, I'm sorry. I don't. Okay, wait. Light copper amethyst. That's what this one is. This one is light copper amethyst. Yeah, that's got a definite copper shimmer to that. And it's amethyst. It's got that little purple. So we're going to say we got light copper amethyst, not ruby gold. Okay, light copper amethyst. So we got matte rainbow bronze or crystal copper Maria. I'm going to say this is the crystal copper Maria. That's pretty too. That's real pretty. You guys see that? Let me see if it helps if I put it on my little dish here. Oh yeah, you can see them now. Crystal copper Maria. Very cute. I like it. All right, and then we've got, these two look real similar, but one of them has some flashes of something on it. So one of these is Crystal Volcano or Vitriol Vintage Metallic or Crystal Maria. This one looks like it has a Maria on it because it's got those flashes of gold. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one is the Crystal Maria. And this one is going to be our Crystal Volcano. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That's what we're going with, you guys. All right, so here are our 3mm and here are our 4mm. And guys, we don't need to know the name of them to know that they're beautiful and to know that we can use them in something, right? Right. That's what we're going to say today. So let me take you down a little bit so you can just see how pretty these all are. Look at them. Wowie zowie, y'all. Look at that, will you? All right. So let's put these up here and then we'll go through what we have in the bags and in the box and all that good stuff. All right, let me take you back up because, yeah, I want to make sure you can see all the goodness. All the goodness. All right. So, guys, the Dollar Bead Box is like our little teaser box, right? Because it's got enough stuff in it to make some nice pieces of jewelry, but some of the pieces, there's just a couple of them, so you might have to put something with it, you know, but that's okay. So we do have some strands in here. So let us pull out our strands. Oh, these are some little teeny tiny fellas too. All right, let's see. So we have got, well, this is silk ribbon. Now, I have never used silk ribbon in jewelry making, so I might have to Google something myself to see what I could do with this. But it's a pretty purple color. I would imagine that like if you maybe have a larger whole bead or something like that, you can string some larger whole beads on here. I really don't know. If you guys know, tell me in the comments what you would do with this silk ribbon. And it is in blue violet. It's pretty though. All right, we'll put that over here because Lainey is at a loss right now as to what to do with that. All right, so we have some other little strands here. So we have got a 4mm check glass druck in opaque lilac. Opaque lilac. And I guess they're saying it's opaque because it's got this line going down the center. But then on the outside, you can kind of see through the edges. So I guess that's the opaque part. And there's supposed to be 35 of these. So we'll put them up there with those guys. We also have a 2mm purple velvet rainbow or mystic purple. Purple velvet rainbow. And they're 2mm. That's these little babies right here. My goodness. Are you kidding me? Okay. So these are check glass pearl, purple velvet rainbow, or mystic purple. I don't know if I got mystic purple or velvet rainbow. Maybe if it was rainbow, you'd be able to see some other colors. So I'm going to say this is just the mystic purple. Very cute. 2mm. My lord, I'd go blind trying to use those like I do already. All right. So we have a 4mm check glass druck in pale amethyst. That's this one. $4mm check glass druck, pale amethyst. So they're just perfectly little round beads. Those are super cute. They have like a pearlescent kind of shine to them. Very cute. Yep. All right. And then we have 4mm check glass bicone alabaster purple violet or crystal rose gold luster. I think this is the crystal rose gold luster. Yes. Am I missing one? No. Okay. And then we have, last but not least, this is a 3.3x5mm check glass gem cut rondelle. Yep. Those are pretty. Purple heather is the color. And there's 25 pieces of this. So guys, the 8 strands are separate subscription, but it's $8. So it's $1 per strand, right? And then we get these in the box and they all coordinate together. Okay? So now we can go through our bag items. So let's see. We have some little flowers here. Let's see, what are these? These are check glass bell flowers, 5x7mm purple with copper wash. Those are real pretty. There's 10 pieces of that. Can you see that copper on there? Just the way that it looks in the light, you should be able to see the copper. Let me see if I can put these in the dish. See if that helps. Yeah, you can see a little tinge of copper on these. See, like inside the flower right here, little copper looking shine on that. Very cute. Yes. All right. Little check glass flowers. You go there. All right. We also have some sugar skulls. These are check glass sugar skulls, purple opal pink wash or blue pink wash. I got blue pink. I know that one. I got blue pink. They're giving us sugar skulls. These things were on sale a while ago. But this is funny. One of them is very opaque, and one of them is like clear. Look at that. You can see right through that one. But this one is very opaque. So it's got like full color with pink. That's fun. I couldn't make earrings with those because they really technically don't match, you know? Look at them. They don't match. It's okay though. All right, we have a 17 millimeter check glass dragonfly mauve with travertine wash. All right. Ooh, that's cute. I think we got a green one last time, but that goes nicely with the blue. It would also go with these purples and different colors we have down here. I like it. Okay. We also have some check glass butterflies, purple AB or crystal 2 ABX. Let's see what we got. This is 12 by 14 millimeters, purple AB or crystal 2 AB. All right, so we did not get the crystal 2 AB because the crystal 2 AB means that it is AB on both sides, and these are just AB on one side. So if I flip it over, it just looks plain. This one has the AB. See the difference? So if it was the 2 ABX, it would be on both sides. These are cute though. Super cute little butterflies. I'm gathering these in all colors now. I have some that are like brown, kind of a brown color. Like these. See? These came from Dollar Bead Box too. This is the kind that I got before. But I've got all kinds of colors of these now. Alright. We also have, let's see, check glass drop garnet with bronze. 2 pieces of that, 9 by 20 millimeters. I love me some garnet, y'all. I just love garnet. It looks so rich to me. It looks like a deep Cabernet wine, you know? Glass of wine sounds good right about now. Oh yeah. All right, we'll put those right there. And we have got, what is this? This is a check glass button bead. White with deep pink wash. That is not what that is. Let's see. This is a button. Did we get 2 buttons? Yes. This is a check glass vintage button in bronze, 15 millimeter or 20 millimeter. I don't know which one it is. I guess I could get out my caliper and see. That's glass. Wow, that's pretty cute. Look at that. What could you do with this? So there's the back of it. It's got the hole going this way. Let me pull out my caliper here and see if it's working. And we'll see if we can see what this is. So guys, this is a caliper. This is an electronic one. I hope that the batteries are still good. And it is not. But it's got a slider. You can use that too. We got the 20 millimeter one, you guys. 20 millimeters. I'm gonna have to change my battery in here. I haven't used this thing in a while, but it still works for the slidey scale. So this one's the 20 millimeter one. Okay. All right. What else do we have? We have some more of the 5-point tabular resin stars, mixed colors, 30 millimeter size. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with these. I don't know. They might make some cute summer earrings. I don't know. They're not heavy at all, but they're cute. So, like, maybe some bookmarks, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to start making some other stuff with you guys besides just jewelry, because books need jewelry, tables need jewelry. You know, people that work, they have like lanyards. We need to make some of those. We also need to make some eyeglass lanyards too, because people still wear, you know, their seeing eyeglasses like for reading and stuff, and they just keep them hanging around their neck. I make stuff like that. People love it. And I think that I'm going to do a show in October. So, I guess I need to be getting ready for it now, so I have all my inventory ready. Yes? Yes. All right. So this is, it's a leaf. A tiara cast heart leaf in antique pewter, 15 by 17 millimeter. There is only one of these, so whatever you're going to do with it, do it sparingly. This one might make a nice little charm on a bracelet or something like that. Cute. Tiara cast, I understand, is rather expensive. But I had heard a while back that they were like going out of business, so maybe these are just some remnants of some things they left over. Tiara cast. All right, our one little leaf there. We also have some check glass button beads. This is white with a deep pink wash. Here's where I got confused a second ago. Okay, so here's our check glass button beads. Yep, these are cute. I've got several colors of these as well. We've got these in past boxes. Very interesting. Looks, it almost looks like a brain, don't it? Look at it. It looks like a brain. It's all right though. Somebody's brain. Maybe not mine. I don't know. All right, and then we have 4. These are check glass sunset flowers in dark pink. These are 10 millimeter. All right. So there we have those. Those are cute too. Those go real nice with those butterflies. Yeah. All right. And then we have this little thing here. Let's see, what is this? This is a Swarovski 5525 wave bead. It's a wave bead, y'all. And there's only one. I might have to go on their website and get some more of this stuff so I can have 2 of things. But that's interesting. Have to figure out what the world to do with that. And the hole goes that way. Let me see if I got my little... So the hole goes that way. So I guess you could put a bead on either side of it, maybe, and make a component of some kind, maybe. She's cute though. Okay. All right. And last but not least, we have got tie hill silver tubes, 8 pieces, 4 by 6 millimeter. These are basically spacer beads, you guys. Now I don't know if they're like 925 silver or just silver in color. But there's 8 pieces of this. I don't see a stamp on it, but then again, Lainey can't see that good, so yeah, I don't think they're 925 or anything. They're just some silver spacers. And I can't even tell what that, it's got something stamped on it. I don't know what that is. Y'all know? But it looks cool. So, guys, here is the contents of our dollar bead box for March. And the theme was Welcome to Spring. No, it just says Welcome Spring with our March bead box. So this is the March bead box, you guys. Let me pull back out a little bit so you can see everything. And as per usual, I'm going to ask for a few minutes to take a look at this stuff and see what comes together in Lainey's brain. And maybe we'll come back and make a little quick something. Okay? All right, give me just a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. And I have come up with a little project for us for today. I used, of course, the things in the dollar bead box. We're going to make a necklace and earring set today. So I made me a little dangle, guys. It's kind of like a pendant. And I used that one special bead that was in there, just that one. I thought it was pretty cool, so I decided to try to use it. So I used a head pin, one of my long ones, the ones that are about 3 inches. I used my long head pin, and basically my pattern is one of the little rondelles. I did get out of my stash some of these antique copper, not antique copper, but rose gold daisy spacers, 4 millimeters. So I started with the daisy spacer rondelle, then one of our little fire polish in that blue, purple color, depending on how you look at it, blue on one side, purple on the other, right? And then another one of the rondelles. Then I got some of the purple little drucks, these little purple drucks that look like pearls. And then that was my pattern, rondelle, little purple blue, another purple rondelle, and then a purple. And that finishes out our pendant. Okay, so here's our pendant. And kind of you can see that I've laid out a pattern here. Guys, I did go ahead and string one side. And this is what we're looking like. I did make some little dangles out of our flowers. Okay. And I did get a couple things out of my stash. So these beads right here, these are from my stash. They're purple. And these little purple ones with like a copper looking wash on it, these came out of my stash as well. But everything else I used from the box. These are some of the fire polish with the copper. And then I used some of these matte beads at the end, which is going to go back behind the neck. So this is my pattern, and we're going to string the other side, and then we'll put it together. All right, so let me pull you back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So as I said, I've got this side strung. So we are just going to add our pendant here. And then we will finish the other side. So I got a daisy spacer, a rondelle, and a daisy spacer. So the daisy spacers just kind of encapsulate those little beads right there. I think it's cute. All right, so then we have a purple ball. Okay. Oh, and I also use some of these little spacers. These are kind of copper color, but they look like a hex nut. Okay, I thought they were interesting in shape, so I threw them in there. So this is going to start, when we have our one bead here, this is going to now start our pattern. So we're going to do a purple. And in between these, I am going to hang my dangle. Now, to make these dangles, guys, I will show you one because I'm going to make a pair of earrings too. But basically all it is a head pin. Okay, I got a head pin. I have one of the little shiny fire polish, one of my little hex spacers, and then another one of the matte fire polish. But I'll show you how to make one of those in just a moment. But we're going to go ahead and put this together. Okay, so there's my little dangle. And on the other side of that, I've got another purple. Then one of our little nuts. And then one of the matte fire polish. And then I've got a daisy spacer. One of our rondelles. Another daisy spacer. I like the way that rose gold looks out there, and it's kind of coppery, so I like it. All right. All right, so we're going to do another purple, our little dangle, purple, our little hex nut, let me make sure I got my pattern right, y'all. Yep, and one of these little fire polish right here. So we did a daisy spacer, one of the purple beads that was in Lainey's stash. All right, another daisy spacer around that because I just like the offset of that color. Another little fire polish. A daisy spacer. One of these little beads that came out of my stash as well. Another daisy spacer. Then we went with another one of these little crystals. A daisy spacer. Then we have one of our fire polish. One of the 4mm fire polish. And then I went back into the purple. I know I got a lot of concentration of purple right here, but I like that. And now I'm just going to kind of disperse it out through the rest of the necklace. All right, so where are we? We are here. So we need another fire polish. And a daisy spacer. So this is a little section right here of the fire polish in the purple. Okay, we're going to do another round of the fire polish. Whoops, and purple. Fire polish, purple, fire polish, and a spacer, daisy spacer. And one more set of fire polish, purple, fire polish, daisy spacer, another little one of these from my stash. Okay, So that's going to end that part out. And then I've got another one of my little hex nuts. And then to finish it out, we're going to do 5 of these little blue and purple fire polish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Let me undo this piece so I can slide these over a little bit. 4 and 5. And to finish it off, our little hex nut. Okay. Whoops, I need one more little hex nut, y'all. Okay. One more little hex nut. All right. So guys, this is our necklace. What do you think? Is she pretty? I think so. So now I just need to get some clamshell connectors and my crimp tubes. Alrighty. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to get out one of our little coppery looking one of those. And I know I have some, and I'll use these. Those are a little dark, but I don't have any in rose gold, y'all, so that's what I gotta use. Okay. So let me go ahead and bead bug one end of this so we don't go flying. There's not much space left, y'all. All right, so let me go ahead and put on my clamshell. Ooh, that doesn't look bad. That's pretty, actually. All right, so let's put on our crimp tube. We'll go ahead and squeeze that down. And we'll shut that up. All right. And guys, the stringing material that I used was actually this Soft Touch Soft Flex in medium. This one is 49 strand. That's what I used for my bead and wire. Because these beads are so light, I wanted to put them on something that has some flexibility to it, so it wouldn't be so stiff. Okay, so we'll put on our clamshell here. Let's turn this around a little bit. And we'll put our shell on here. And we'll go ahead and smash that crimp tube. Smash it good. And then we can snip that off, just leaving just a little bit at the top so it has something to hang on to. Well, what's happening here? All right. So now we can close this up. Make sure it's all lined up good. And we're good on that. All right. So let me see where we are on length, you guys. So we are going to need just a little bit of chain. That is so cute. I just love it. What y'all guys think? What y'all think? Do you love it? Look at it. That's so pretty. Look at that dangle. Yes. All right. So we only need a little bit of chain. I don't want this to be too long. I want this to hang right in the middle of my chest, like just right below the line. So I've got some of this chain, and I'm just going to cut a little piece just to give me some length there, not too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 6 links. And I'm going to see if I can cut this. I'm going to use my junky pliers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leave that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to do 7. No. I'm going to see if I can open this. We'll do 6. See if this opens or if I have to cut it. I think it opens. It does. Yes. I'll just take this out. Now, I wanted to have one of these little components hanging off the end to have something to attach to. All right. So, I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll open this one. Okay, so we've got us some chain. I've got a couple of jump rings here in that coppery color. So we'll get that open. And we can attach our chain. And that still might be too long, but because it's for me, I can adjust it if I need to. I just love this. So cute. All right. So I'm not going to add another jump ring, I don't think, because I think these little pieces on the ends open. So I can attach my lobster clasp to this side because it's going to hang like this. Right? Doesn't really matter, I don't suppose, because it's the same on both sides. So let me see if these will open. I believe they do. And I can just put my lobster clasp right on this little ring here. Oh yeah. And then I can hook it to this other side because it's big enough. It's about the same size as a jump ring. All right, let me bring you guys all the way back up. So guys, here is our little necklace. And when it's on, these will hang. I will put it on a bust for you so you can see it. But what do you think? Cute? Yes. All right. So now we can make our earrings, and I'll show you how I made my little dangles here. Now, I wanted to make kind of a simple earring. So this is what we've got. Okay. So you're going to need an eye pin and a head pin. Okay, so I got my eye pin and I got my flower, my little hex nut, and my daisy spacers. And these are my ear wires. So for our dangle, I just used a head pin. I didn't put one of these little beads on the bottom of this because, again, I was just trying to keep it a little more simple. So then we put our hex nut and a little matte fire polish. And that is our dangle component for this. So we're just going to make, now these head pins, you guys, are strong. Strong. This is what I got. Okay, these are strong. So I'm not going to use my one-step looper on these, which normally I would, but I'm just going to flip that over. We're going to cut. I'm using my junk pliers on these, you guys, because like I said, these are very strong. Okay. And then I'll take my looping pliers and we're just going to make our simple loop. Okay, we'll get that all closed. So we're good. We've got our little dangle. Now we take our head pin, our eye pin, and we're going to use one of their little matte fire polish, daisy spacer, one of these little special beads out of Laney's stash. I love them. They're beautiful. I need to find more. I know I got them from you know where, Bargain Bead Box. But most of the beads that I used in this came right out of the Dollar Bead Box. Okay, so again, I'm going to just make a simple loop. I might have cut that one too short. I'm gonna make it work. Simple loop, and let's just put that so it's kind of centered. We'll close that down. Small movement. There we go. All right, so now I can go to the bottom, open my loop, put on my dangle. There is a gnat in here, y'all. It is driving me bonkos. All right, so here are our little earrings. We'll go ahead and put them on our holders. So let me see how this is going to hang. So this is going to be towards the front. And it doesn't matter actually how these hang because there's no front or back. And we'll close that down. All right, and put that on there, close it down. And here are our little earrings, you guys. Yay! All right, earrings and our necklace. What do we think? Do you love it? I hope so. I had fun with this, and guys, this is for my purple lovers out there, y'all. We got purple lovers out there. Look at her. Look at her. She's so pretty. All right, I will get her on a bus so you can see how it hangs. But I hope you guys enjoyed our little unboxing today and our little make. And as per usual, find your bliss right here on the bead mat. And until next time, bye. You guys, I almost forgot to tell you about the Bliss Beauties beading journal with inspirations. So guys, I created this for us because sometimes you just need a place to put down your thoughts. You might need a place to jot down a design. So I came up with the Bliss Beauties beading journal, and inside it has a page where the page says who it belongs to. And then within here, we've got a spark of bliss for every day, right? So the very first page, creativity is the art of turning small things into beauty. And you can jot down what you feel about this, or you can jot down any ideas that you might have regarding this. But also, guys, you have a design page. It's called Your Designs. So it's a grid, so you could draw out a design like I did, on this bracelet. I did not draw this out. I just thought about it and put some stuff together. But, if you're doing something that you've never done before, you could definitely plot it out in the grid. Okay? So there are also some challenges and some different things in here. So I just turned to this page. Create something inspired by a season. This one is spring, right? So you could put down some thoughts about what you might want to create, and then you can draw out your design over here. Okay? Challenges. Or describe a time a creative mistake turned into a beauty. Could be this. I don't know. But I will have a link in the description for the Bliss Beauties beading journal. You don't have to be part of the Bliss Beauties or anything like that to get this. But I will put a link out there in the event you guys would like to have one. So thanks again for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.